The battle of the two number ones at quarterback, eh? What if that becomes a Super Bowl in the future? Alright guys, big game ahead of us here against the Arizona Cardinals on the road. This will certainly be no easy task, as the Cardinals are right in the thick of things in a very competitive NFC West. They're the only team to beat the Seattle Seahawks this year, and they are looking like a really good team with a really good future as well, but so do we. So I feel like if we win this game, this could be a statement game for us. Again, as I said in the recap game over the Rams, we actually have a pretty favorable schedule. So if we can win this game, I think that would put us in really good position to make the playoffs. But let's go over this now. The biggest strength for the Dolphins and the biggest weakness is going to change, and you can maybe say it's an overreaction to one game, but I truly do feel like these things happened. Our biggest strengths now are the corners. Xavier Howard and Byron Jones, simply put, when they're healthy, they change the game for us. They've both been spectacular, as we would have hoped, and I think that's going to really help against really good Cardinals receivers. The biggest weakness for us, I'm going to say, is the O-line. I get that it's not easy double-teaming Aaron Donald, but man, they got to still get a little better. They've been much better this season, but I still have some hesitations about them, so they got to get a little bit better. For Arizona, the biggest strength is going to be their passing game. They have a really good offense in specific, but I think their best strength would come with their quarterback Kyler Murray and their receivers, specifically DeAndre Hopkins. They have a few other guys in there, and obviously Larry Fitzgerald is a big name that you know, but their biggest weapon is DeAndre Hopkins, and I think we do have the defense to contain that. But also remember that Kyler Murray is very mobile as well. So we definitely got a big task on our hands for defense. So we've really got to play good defense. Speaking of defense, that is the Arizona Cardinals' biggest weakness, is their defensive coordinator, Vance Joseph. Now, if you remember back in 2016, he was our defensive coordinator. And I've always been way lower on Vance Joseph. After the 2016 season, he had so many offers to be a head coach. Like, everybody wanted this guy, and I remember I just really did not get it. Like, I was like, we were a playoff team, and our defense still wasn't that good, but whatever. So he goes to the Broncos, and even with some of the players on that 2015 Super Bowl defense, they suck. So they bring him back when he's already on the hot seat, and they're a game better. They went 5-11, then 6-10 in Denver. Their defense was ranked 30th and 31st, respectively, I think. Then they bring him into the Cardinals, and their defense last year was second to last. And they're bringing him back. Now, he's been a little bit better this year, but he still has not been that good. And quite frankly, I'm really not sure what the Cardinals see in this guy. But he's just not a very good defensive coordinator. Don't let his head coaching job kind of throw you off. He's really not that good of a coach, and I honestly just never did get it with this guy. But anyway, our key to victory is going to be contain Kyler and score points. Score points because obviously they still have a good offense. You've got to keep up with them. But Emmanuel Ogbah and Shaq Lawson have actually played pretty well as pass rushers. So if you can do kind of like what Detroit did, like make sure he doesn't scramble, and if you can force him into making a mistake, which we do have the secondary for, you could beat the Cardinals. And what to be careful of is obviously the connection of Kyler Murray to DeAndre Hopkins. I don't care who your corners are, DeAndre Hopkins is probably the best receiver in the league, so it's definitely not an easy task. And then also Kyler's mobility. But that's going to do it for this Arizona Cardinals preview. I'm definitely really excited for this game. If we can win this one, again, that would be huge. But let me know what you Dolphin fans think about this, and until next time, fins up.